Coin Locker Girl. This title is awful, actually. I wish it was called Mom, because that's a better title. It's about a girl that was left in a locker as a baby, and she was homeless for a while, and when she was about 10, looked like, she was taken in by Mom, who is the boss in Chinatown. Like, she is fucking boss. And the movie stars Kim Hye-soo from The Thieves and A Good Day to Have an Affair. And I was really excited to see her again. She's quickly becoming, like, one of my favorite actresses. She's really good. And also the main girl from Monster, the crazy sister that needs to run away from Lee Min-ki, she was really good as well. And Park Bo-gum is in this, and he's just great. I mean, he played himself, right? Like, he was the nicest guy ever. And Park Bo-gum is fucking everywhere. Like, this guy has blown up. Like, he was in one drama, and suddenly he's fucking everywhere. And I did like him a lot in Hello Monster, and I was like, sure, I'll watch something else with him. I wonder how he's gonna be. And apparently he's like the nicest guy ever in real life, and that was his character, so I'm like, he just played himself apparently. And the movie's about this girl. She's 18 now, and she needs to go collect money from Park Bo-gum because his father owns Mom money. And she realizes that she doesn't really want to hurt him. You know, she's supposed to go and scare him and hurt him and do things to him and eventually kill him. And she doesn't want to do that. And usually in movies, I fucking hate when it's like, I'm gonna change myself after a minute with you because you're my soulmate. I hate that. But in this one, it wasn't, you know, the typical, like, romantic thing where, oh, she suddenly likes him and she's gonna change her entire life and she's gonna stop, you know, hurting people, and she's gonna get away from the criminal life and all that. It was more so she was impressed by how positive he is, because he was very poor when he was young, to the point where he was, you know, he had like $5 to get through the entire week. And she was really impressed at how optimistic he was and how nice he was. He was just genuinely fucking nice. And she was so taken aback by how, you know, he's strong and he's moving along, and he's like, yes, my father owns money, but he's my father, and I'm sure he won't abandon me, and I will pay you back. And, you know, he's like so happy. He's like giving her money, like, here, this is for you. And, you know, she doesn't want to hurt him when the time comes, and the time does come when his father fucking bails and just goes off the map. So Mom is like, yeah, let's fucking take his organs. That's how she makes money. She takes people's organs, kidneys, corneas. Those were like the main two things that they talked about in the movie, and I guess more things that I'm not sure. But the main girl doesn't want to do that, so that's when the movie kicks off. And you know, that happens pretty late into the movie, like halfway through, like an hour in. It actually like kicks off, but it's so entertaining. And this isn't a movie with like plot twists or anything. The ending is pretty predictable, but it's still fun to watch. It's still very entertaining, and I liked the characters, and I liked the title. Was terrible. Like, the title should have been Mom or something. And I was hoping this movie would use Mom more, because she was badass, and she was just boss, and I wish they would have used her more. And I was expecting this movie to be sort of the romantic escape, you know, by this girl and this guy, that they're like running away from Mom, and and she's like hunting them down. But it was more about the main girl realizing that she doesn't want to do this anymore, and not so much do this anymore, but she doesn't want to do this to him. It's not that she minds killing people and hurting people, it's that she minds hurting people like him, just genuinely nice people that have done nothing wrong, and it's not fair. So I like that. I like that she didn't like change herself completely and now it's like, let's read the Bible, but it was more like, let's be more fair about this. He doesn't, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't borrow money from us. He shouldn't be dying because of something his father did. So I was expecting them to like run away together or something, but it ended up being about the girl sort of not really taking revenge, but it just, things got out of control. And she was part of mom's family along with 2 other guys and another girl. They were also her children that she took from the streets, and just things keep escalating and escalating, and it gets crazier and crazier. And mom, she really doesn't want to hurt the kid, she really doesn't want to kill her after her sort of rebellion, but things just escalate and get more and more violent. And the ending is, I really liked, like, the actual final scene was really good. Like, in the final shot, I really loved. It's not, like I said, something completely like original. It's pretty predictable, but it's still fun to watch. And I like the characters, and I like the main girl. I liked her in this more than I liked her in Monster. In this, what I really enjoyed was how she had to fight guys, big guys. And the way she fought them was by running away, which is completely realistic. She was weaker than them. She was physically weaker, and it would have been fucking ridiculous if they had her, like, kick ass all the time. Like, that's not happening. She's actually a weak girl, and these guys were like bigger than her and people were chasing her, and I like the fact that she was always running away. Like, that's realistic to me. It doesn't portray her as being weak, it portrays her being fucking smart. So I like that she always like ran away and she tried to use her surroundings to her advantage, while the guys were just like charging at her because they know they're stronger, and if they catch her they fucking have her. Like, she's not getting away. So I like that she was always running away. Like, that was a good point. And yes, I like the violence. The violence was good. A lot of stabbing in this one. There's a lot of stabbing. There's a fair amount of blood, I guess, but there's a lot of stabbing, so beware of that. If you don't like knives, yeah, there's a lot of stabbing in this. I guess in Korean movies, like, they really don't use guns. It's very rare that I see them, like, you fight with guns. Everybody has knives and everybody just stabs each other. The same thing happened in For the Emperor. I was like, invest in some gunpowder for the love of God. Like, you'll be unstoppable. If one guy gets a gun, like, he's fucking unstoppable. Everybody else has knives. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Terrible title, but, good movie. I enjoyed it. Probably, I liked the story more than Monster. I mentioned Monster because of the girl, she was in it. Yeah, this was a bit more enjoyable. It was a lot. I liked the relationship between mother and daughter, I guess. It was cool. It was cool, and I was excited to see the final showdown because it's coming to that. That at some point they're gonna come face to face, and I was really happy with the ending. So, yeah.
지하철 보관함 10번. 나는 이곳을 버려졌다.
엄마.
아가는 인생 고이겠다. 돈 없지? 몸으로 갚아.
엄마.
작년 7월 11일 400만 원 대출, 원금 및 이자 1210만 5천 원. 성환일, 오늘. 술 없어주면 너도 죽일 거야. 그렇게까지나 죽이고 싶었어요. 식구, 너는 식구냐? 너도 내가 죽었으면 좋겠어? 결정은 한 번이고, 그게 우리 방식이야.
증명해봐. 네가 쓸모있다는 증명.